The Akademischer Vorsteller APS, also known as the Academic Evaluation Center, is a service institution in cooperation with DAAD, which I mentioned in one of my videos if you remember. It is a German academic exchange service. Today I will talk everything about APS, how I got my APS and how you can get yours. You, my friend, may ask why is APS required in the first place? Well, APS confirms that all the documents you have submitted are genuine or not, if it is a scam or if they are real, that the degree is satisfactory for studying in Germany. Basically, it shows us our eligibility. This document is mandatory and without it, you cannot study or proceed any further with your admission process. Okay, so once you head to APS India's website, this is how the interface looks like. Hover over requirements and click on checklist. Here you will find student authorization letter. Keep in mind that this is a mandatory document to submit along with your other documents. So make sure you download this and fill in the form. Here's how it looks like. Fill in your name here, your date of birth, the date, place, and your signature. Once you do so, head back to the website, then scroll down until you find individual procedures. Here you need to find the option that says graduates or postgraduates, which is nothing but students who are in bachelor's or their master's degree. You need to download this and here's how the leaflet looks like. It contains all the individual procedure that one should follow. Keep scrolling down until you see the document checklist. Now, this is highly important. I have also mentioned this entire checklist in the description of this video if you wish to check it out. As all the documents that are mentioned here need to be submitted as hard copy as well as online when you make the application for your APS certificate. Once you are clear with this, scroll down and find the bank account details that are given here. It also mentions the amount that you need to transfer as well as in which account you need to transfer it. So you will find the bank details mentioned here as well. These two documents are highly essential to be downloaded before you start with anything at all. Now head back to the website, scroll up, and the next appropriate step would be to hit apply. Once you're at this page, you need to create a username and password. It is nothing but the login credentials that you will require to log into APS website once again after you finish your application and then track the status of your APS certificate. Here you need to fill in your personal details, your educational background, page 1, page 2, your test as details, your language details, and then finally payment. But there are three important things that I would like to tell you before you do anything at all. Primarily, you should ask your professor or any teacher whom you have good contact with in your bachelor's or any education that you were pursuing or you are still pursuing. Why is it? Because the professors or teachers' details are required to be entered in this form as well. Because on the day of your verification, even the professor whose details you have mentioned would receive an email or a call for verifying whether all the details you have entered are correct or not. Basically, to cross-check everything. So make sure you stay in contact with the professor and keep him informed about the status of your APS certificate. And also, you would have to take permission before entering their details or anything at all. Second, you should also keep in mind that there is no IELTS required in order to fill this APS certificate form. I mean, if you have IELTS certificate, it is quite good because the APS certificate will be printed alongside your IELTS test score. So it will also include your IELTS test score in it. But even if you don't have that, you can still make the application for APS as it is not mandatory. And many students have this confusion. I myself had it once too. And lastly, the payment details. You need to make the payment only when your account is verified. Normally, it takes up to 24 hours or less for the APS account to be verified. Only then you shall make your payment and submit your documents as hard copy too physically. That's it for the application process. Once you have completed with it, head back to login. Enter your username and password which you entered when you were applying the for the APS certificate, and after you log in you can basically track your certificate and tweak between the dashboard itself. So that's it for the website part. And now I would like to give you a few tips for a hassle-free and quick APS certificate. First of all, you should start your application very early. Why is this? Because the embassies in India could take unpredictable amount of time from the day of your application. Uh, it could take you up to a month, 3 months, 6 months, maybe more, maybe less. It is totally unpredictable, and to avoid any uncertain delays, I highly recommend you should start early. Then you should understand all the requirements that are mentioned on their website. Once you do, you should prepare the documents accurately, and after completing that, you should submit it online while you're applying for the APS certificate. Once you fill all the information in the form, you need to submit the documents online first. And after that, you have to send all the documents as hard copy on the address that is also mentioned on the APS website. After you have completed that, I believe you can pay the fee of APS and start tracking your application simply by logging into their website with the credentials that you created while you were applying for the certificate. After that, you're pretty much halfway through the application procedure, but it's not over yet. You should respond to all the queries or anything that arises from the APS or the staff from their side. Basically, try to respond promptly and avoid any delays that could lead to the rejection of your certificate. You should also avoid common mistakes such as sending all the documents but there is something missing, and that could also lead to rejection, or sending all the documents on a wrong address, and then that could also lead to rejection. So these are a few common mistakes that people often do. They don't notice it when they do, but when the application is rejected, it is a big problem for them. Then you should also stay updated with the APS website and all the news that is going all around you. Last but not least, you should also plan for an interview if required, but as per my understanding and my knowledge, there is no interview, at least in India, from where I come. The certificate is directly given to you, and basically that's it. Last, you should follow a checklist that is mentioned on their website for the particular document that you are applying for, whether it's for the uh, 11th, 12th, or maybe it's for the bachelor's, maybe it's for the master's, or anything at all. You should follow a checklist. I have also provided a document checklist in the description below if you are interested to check out. And that's pretty much it. If you follow all these tips, I'm sure there would be no reason at all for your APS certificate to get rejected. And again, check the link in the description below for FAQs, or just in case if any uncommon question arises, then you can always write me an email or hit me up on any of my social media and try to get it sorted before it's too late. In the description below, I have also provided you with an email and a contact number of APS, which is not mentioned on their website. And you can save this contact number because trust me, when you will receive the verification call from APS, at least in India, the number will be the same. Actually, it is uh, shared to me from one of my friends, and it has helped me a lot because I had the number saved on my phone even before the verification call was placed from the APS team. The number is the same, I believe, for the verification calls in India. So, just in case if you receive any unknown number, maybe you will have it saved already on your phone and you will know that it's a call from APS for verification. So you just keep in mind that you cannot call them back on that number. That is just for the verification purpose. So you can save that. And also, I have provided an email along with it. You can write to them just in case if anything goes wrong.